On August 1st, we fly to London for a cruise to Iceland. We will start with 2 days in London before embarking from Tilbury. The first port will be the Shetland Islands, another day at sea to reach Hamai in Iceland, Reykjavik, Isafjordur and Akureyri. On the return we will stop at the Danish Faroe Islands, Orkney Islands in Scotland, Edinburgh, Tyne before ending the cruise back at the London Cruise Terminal in Tilbury to fly home. This will be our 5th cruise on the Aegean Odyssey. Late afternoon, we are leaving Hamai, and we can easily make out the coast of the main island of Iceland to the north. After a peaceful night crossing, the ship arrives in Reykjavik harbour. The clouds are low and dropping a misty drizzle. Iceland is located on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where 2 tectonic plates are slowly pulling apart an average of 2.5 centimeters per year. This is the only place where the ridge can be seen on land. For excursion, Nancy has opted for a trip to the Blue Lagoon, a natural geothermal lake where water is supplied from a nearby geothermal power station. Pierre has opted for the Golden Circle, a day-long excursion to geological and historical sites. The Blue Lagoon area is geologically and volcanically active. Nancy went for a relaxing dip in the Blue Lagoon. The water was nice and warm, but the rain and mist were cool. The Golden Circle tour started in a cold rainy drizzle on the drive northeast to Thingvellir National Park. The guide gave us a piece of neat information. The landscape, which shows sharp hills and mountains, is recent. Any flat-topped hills are older, from before the last glaciation period. Thingvellir has ample evidence of the plate separation, which is estimated to have started 200 to 600 million years ago. Small cracks to huge cracks in the Earth's surface, known as faults, are everywhere. The main trail leads the visitors in the most notable fault. On this map, the dark brown lines are highly visible fault lines. Our 1 hour tour hike is shown in a green light at the top left.
There was a road here, and the cars were coming and going up and down here. But that is because it is splitting up. They closed it, and of course, that was in the old times when the cars were not as big as they are today, or at least the buses.
This largest fault became an important historical site for the early Icelandic settlers. Starting about 930 AD, the Old Parliament was established, and in late June of every year, all settlers were invited to attend 2 weeks of proceedings. From the Logberg, the Law Rock, the law speaker and the leading chieftain recited the laws, held court, discussed and passed new laws and rules. From Thingvellir, the bus took us to Gullfoss, the Golden Fall. On the way, we noticed well-rounded and flat-top hills, while others had sharp peaks. The worn hills date to time before the last glacial period. The sharp hills are all younger than about 11,000 years. The white band behind the hills is Vatnajökull, Iceland's largest ice cap, 8,000 square kilometers, 1,000 meters thick in place. It is about 60 kilometers away from us. From here, we can also see the volcano Hekla. From the main parking lot, we will take trails to go along the falls to the impressive lookout. There are interesting vehicles in the lot, ice cap buses. The name Gullfoss, Golden Falls, has a number of possible origins. the rainbows which often show over the falls, the golden hue in the mist in the evening, and the most interesting, once upon a time a local farmer had plenty of gold. He could not bear the thought of someone else possessing it after his lifetime. He placed the gold in a coffer and threw it in the falls. From Gullfoss, we retrace our drive back towards Geyser Park. The weather is now nice and warm with a partial sun. Geyser Park is an interesting active geothermal area with good walking trails. There are 2 active geysers that blow about every 10 to 15 minutes, so one must be patient to catch the best possible pictures. The clarity and color of the water in some hot ponds is incredible.
I thought you meant 400 a baby eruption. Mom, I thought you meant 427. It's just a burp.
People must be careful and stay behind the fence lines, but also keep checking on the shifting breeze. and some snapshots from the slow motion video. Our last stop will be at Logberg for a mid-afternoon lunch and a brief stroll before the drive back to Reykjavik. Along the route there are many small power plants. Steam is generated from magma heat. Then it generates electricity and hot water. Lunch of fresh salmon was served in the very modern dining room over the small university. The stroll took me next to the lake, where a brave soul was swimming, while there was a steaming, geothermally heated outdoor pool on shore. The drive back to Reykjavik was in mist and drizzle.
And then it is reheated and comes up again. But there are so many poisonous things like arsenic.
We are back on board, and the ship is moving for the sail to Ísafjörður. Nancy and I can share our experiences in a warm lounge over an evening cocktail.